hopefully with the correct stream title. It just makes it easier when I archive these to YouTube. I know what date they were broadcast on for the 10 people that watch them. But, it costs me nothing. I bow down to Google to actually keep their storage open. But as I was saying, I've been playing a lot of League lately. Normally I would not play on a Saturday night or a Friday night because just the people I wind up playing alongside, the quality seems to be a lot more hit or miss. I don't know if there's more kids online at that time or people are drinking because, it's a weekend night. Why not? I used to have a drink and play World of Warcraft. People might have a drink and play League of Legends. I don't know. Where was I going with this thought? Let's see, champion select. I was reading an article a few days ago about how to develop an effective champion pool for playing ranked. I do not currently play ranked. I haven't played ranked in a couple of years, but I would like to get back into it. I'm not going to do it tonight, again, Saturday night. But I've been practicing some roles, and one of the things I suggested was in your primary roles, which I think I've finally settled on mid lane and bottom lane. Play some champions that play a group of champions that all share a similar play pattern. So for mid lane, I've been practicing Neeko, Morgana, and now Lux, because they're all medium to long ranged mages that have a decent amount of wave clear. They have a crowd control spell and then a burst combo that goes with it. They have varying degrees of utility, varying degrees of burst damage, and so on. Their runes are slightly different, but they all kind of play similarly. And then a couple more just if I need to shift things around a bit. Bottom lane, I've been playing Caitlyn and Ashe because they're kind of long range, poke oriented, come online around two or three items depending upon how you build them. And then have one or two champions in your off rolls in case you get auto-filled, which I think I more or less... I can play support all day. I just don't like doing it necessarily as much just because you're dependent upon your lane partner, which isn't great, but yeah, it is what it is. And jungling, I'm still terrible at, but again, it is what it is. But for now, I've practiced a lot of Neeko and Morgana. I'm going to start practicing Lux some more. I've got a couple of games in on her today. Might play her again now, or I might get some more practice in on Corki and Malzahar, which are sort of my secondary picks. You might notice I don't play assassins. I don't understand. I don't consider myself very good at them. I'll play against assassins all day. People are playing a lot of Akali against me, which usually works pretty well for me. I know how to play around her abilities. I've also been seeing a lot of Talon, which I don't know how to play against as well, but... And then I just always ban Yasuo, because screw that guy. Come on, drat. Oh hey, found the Scotch tape I was looking for the other day. Late pick mid, I always like that. I'll let my team ban Morgana or Lux if they want to. They get banned a lot because they're annoying. That might be why I enjoy playing them.
No cure for fools.
Yep, there goes Morgana. I would say Morgana gets banned the most, then Lux. I very rarely see a Neeko ban, although occasionally she does get picked away from me. My lips are dry. It's just weather's been changing, allergies have been acting up, but also dry skin. So Heimerdinger, that could be top, mid, or support. I've actually seen it most support lately. Fortunately, I played alongside it because it's a really annoying support to play against. Actually have not played against it mid in a long time, if ever. So I'm not sure what I'm going to pick into it. It's another very safe sit back and farm, but his abilities work very differently to the ones I play. So he banned Zed, because the first ban on their side was Zed, and he was the first pick. So I'm assuming that is a mid lane Heimerdinger. Until proven otherwise. So I have to pick off the assumption that that's a mid lane Heimerdinger. So I am going to stick to my just primary champion right now. We'll play Nico into that and see how it goes. I don't know how this matchup balances out. There are 2 rune builds for Nico. I still have not settled which one I prefer. There's the Comet build that has a little bit more damage, and then there's the Glacial Augment, where you have a lot of slows. So I still don't know what I'm playing against. It could be Lux, it could be Heimerdinger. I'm going to assume I'm going to want the extra poke and wave clear, so I'm going to go with the Comet version. It also has a little bit more mana, which is nice. Because you kind of get perma-pushed in this matchup. I think. If I'm against Lux, then whatever. We play very similar styles. Both try to dodge each other's snares and farm the wave, and then roam to burst people out. Okay, yep. It is Heimerdinger mid. And I know that, and you will know that soon once I switch to the in-game feed. There we go. And it loads, and OBS updates. Come on, OBS, you can do it. I believe in you. Yep, so yeah, it's Heimerdinger mid. No mastery displayed, so I can't make any judgments there. Let's see. No obvious one-tricks on the other team, which is always nice. I played against a one-trick Xerath earlier today, who had like 200,000 mastery points on the champion. We did win the game, but boy was laning against it painful. Like he just hit all of his skill shots all the time. It's like he was scripting. Maybe he was scripting, but probably not. Okay, Karma has not loaded into the game, and Rammus is just sitting there, so that does not bode well. This is the kind of thing that I feel like it happens more often on Friday, Saturday nights. Just people AFKing or not. I don't know why. It just seems to happen. Okay, Rammus is at least moving now. I know I saw some of our players were in the same guild. I did not see if Karma was one of those or not. Maybe they know something I don't. Ping her a couple of times so that people know she's AFK. She's here. Okay, so she was in the same guild. Okay. What does the fact that she has inspiration mean? I don't... Okay, there she goes. Cool. Good luck, have french fries. Okay, there's the Donger. Yeah, so his turrets are basically just going to permanently push against me, which is not great. Because he doesn't have to spend mana to do that. He has to spend mana to set the turrets, but that's it. So I have to let it crash into my turret. It'll hit the first... Oh, no. Okay, I held it outside the turret. Good, that's always handy. And we're aiming to get multiple bursts of her Q whenever we're clearing the wave. Whenever it kills a minion, it sets up a second burst. See, that one I did it too early, so it didn't actually kill any of them. See, I don't entirely understand how you can approach and damage the turrets. I know there's a way you do it, but I don't know what that is. This is just not a matchup I see very often. Alright, so we're holding up pretty decently in CS. We're just getting pushed in all the time, which is sort of how I knew this was going to happen. Mana will also be a problem later. Hi, Leroy. What's up? I gave you a snack already. I don't know what you want. Okay, my cat is really yowling like he's in pain, but he's just hunkering down on his chair like he usually does, so I'm a little concerned about him. Alright, we got both of his summoners there, that's good. Please don't. Please don't. Die. Alright, yeah, so now it's 2 for 1. My cat has a history of urinary issues, so I'm concerned that he's having a problem. Usually he doesn't yowl like that. Now he's just sitting there staring, which is very normal for him. So I'm going to assume he's fine, but that was a scary moment for a second there. Okay, killing a turret will reburst the Lotus Blossom, which is good. Or Blooming Burst is actually what it's called. In some cases, we can actually use his turrets to repop our Q. Okay, we have our ult now, which I always feel a lot better after getting. But we are still going to get pushed in permanently. I can't get there. I'm going to die to his turrets. Like, that's what he does. He pushes up, and then he has his field of turrets to retreat to. Alright, if I place a control ward in one of the nearby bushes, he'll spot it immediately, so I like putting them over on this sort of shoulder by the dragon pit. That still gives me decent view of an incoming gank, but it's not as obvious for my laning opponent to clear. That's more like how I like to trade here. Let's make him afraid of being in lane for a change. Yeah, that's the fake me. Oh, that's bad. So Kayn is big and scary. Alright, Leroy is calming down now, so he's sort of curled up and napping. I don't know why he was yowling so much earlier, unless he was just annoyed that I wasn't paying him sufficient attention. That happens sometimes. Okay, my laning opponent is now fed, and they're going to get an Inferno Drake, so I think we've lost this game already, but I'm not going to call any game lost until much later. I've learned that. I heard a weird sound. Does that mean Kayn is nearby? Alright. If he steps forward too far, I could potentially burst him out. There we go. Kind of a shame that Rammus got the kill there, but that's my back, the back that I wanted. Alright, and we went the Comet route, so we want Ludens here. Oh, good, my boots just showed up. The delay on free boots is always a little bit... Excuse me. Silly freebooter. That's what, pirate slang for something? The nice thing about playing against Heimerdinger is Heimerdinger really can't roam because he needs his turrets set up. Like he can... I guess he has his other two abilities, but they aren't... I don't know. Yep, here he is. Okay, so he has finished his Ludens. Did pretty well on that trade. Okay, I suspect that bush is warded. She really likes her tacos. Giant cannon will not save you today. Because that was a bad shutdown. That was them getting a... like, Jax and I could very easily take over this game, even if they're doing well. So I'm not too worried yet. We're behind, like, especially since they have the Infernal. But Jax gets ridiculously frightening in the late game, and Shen kind of falls off. I think Heimerdinger and I both kind of fall off in the late game, so then it comes down to, yeah, just sort of team fight prowess. Unfortunately, Kayn is also looking kind of terrifying right now. So we're going to let him push up a little bit more. His missiles have not had the best aim. Not that I'm complaining. We have not had dragon control, which is unfortunate. Like, Rammus is heading over there way too late. That's weird, my spell didn't cast. Bye. Oh, no, not quite. If I'd run in for the ult there, I might have gotten him, but I'm okay with not. You get my own Ludens. Well, the rest of the map continues to fall apart. Jax is kind of our big hope right now. Like, he's invading the enemy jungle. Well, he might get killed here. Nope, he made it out. I still have that shoulder control ward on this side, so I'm just going to stick to playing to this side. I don't know where he went. He went to help with Rift Herald. That's unfortunate. Huh, I feel like that should have hit his turret, and it didn't for some reason. That was interesting. had to burn my ult there, so I don't know how much help I'm going to be able to be. I think I should just actually just push in this, see if we can get some damage on tower. Oh yeah, here comes Kayn. Yeah. He might try to go in on me here. I don't know. Okay, there's some sort of weird deep teleport play they're making here. I didn't help much there, but that's okay. I mean, it's basically just burned my flash for nothing. That's okay. I thought I had a stopwatch, which I'm gonna buy one now. Because I'm used to builds where I get the free stopwatch, but I went for free boots this time instead of free stopwatch. Yeah, those turrets are scary. Don't fight near them. I have to wait for my cooldowns to come back. There weren't enough of us to actually take that fight all the way, unfortunately. So yeah, we're still slow holding on to this game. Nice. They focus fired my clone. That's always nice when they do that. I was hoping the shield for my ultimate would save me there, and it clearly did not. It's gonna be time to sell this Dark Seal soon. But if Jax can get some work done, I'm a little bit sad that I'll lose my turret here, but we're actually pretty even on turrets. Actually, well, that's not true. They've taken 3, we've taken 2. If Jax is dead. Jax isn't dead yet. So yeah, see, Jax gets scary. Yeah, and then he dies. So we're down in kills, even on turrets, down in dragons. I think we have the better late game. That's unclear. And sometimes Rammus does silly things. I had this problem with Rammus earlier today where they just think they're invincible. Trying to kill any minions that make it this far while keeping an eye out for that. Okay, it's definitely time to sell this Dark Seal. It's not accomplishing anything. 2.5 item Jax is quite scary. Yeah, this is one of those supports that doesn't actually build support items and doesn't group with their team that drives me nuts sometimes. Did we just lose mid lane somehow? Don't know what happened there. I wish I had a control ward here, and I don't. Alright, I gotta let Jin cover the mid lane while I go cover top lane. Basically burned everything to watch the rest of the map continue to fall apart. Yeah, I don't care that he got away. I care more for keeping our turrets alive and letting Jax continue to do Jax things. I can finish Zanya's now. Okay, we should not take Baron. Like, that's a really terrible idea. We can ward around there, but we should not actually take the Baron fight. That's a good way to lose immediately. Going for Infernal, that's a different story. So if we get out of this with only losing one team member, that was it. That steal was worthwhile. But if that happens and we all die, it was not worth it. Especially with Jax sitting there. Okay, there he goes. That was me dying trying to cover a bad play, which I should not have done. I should just not let them try to sacrifice steal and let that happen and not try to save it. And I tried to save it and I got killed. Ah, that's part of why this is not going so well. This is the Rammus that's not building any magic resistance, so as soon as he goes into a turret field, he just dies. So that is explaining a lot about why Rammus is dying all the time. Well, that was the best I got. If we can't win a fight like that, we cannot win a fight. Rammus still needs some MR. I'll have Zanya's up in less than 30 seconds here, but I have no idea what Karma was doing. Karma and Jin were doing, other than getting killed. Well, if Karma and Jin had not gotten randomly killed for no reason, that would have been a good fight. But as it is, we can't do anything. And now Jin's just standing there. Jax is huge, which is good for us, but you need to not wander off and die. Like, it's great that Jax is huge. I'm excited. That means we might still have a shot at this game, but Jax cannot carry all of us. To go clear this top wave. Oh boy. I'm gonna go try and save them from whatever this decision is. Okay, they were chased off of Drake, which shouldn't surprise me. Alright, Jax is leading the charge. I thought Lux was dead. No, what just happened? Screen tabbed out for some reason. I don't know what happened there. I was like, it was nowhere near the Alt key. I wasn't hitting tab. I have no idea what just happened. Okay, Rammus is finally building magic resistance, which means he might survive a Lux combo. This game is definitely a learning experience, I'll give it that. Most of it is learning why is Jhin AFK. There he goes. Why is Rammus charging into the middle of everyone with no help? Okay, maybe late game Jax really is that good. I don't know. I had this happen earlier with a late game Kale, where just we lost like crazy, I wanted to surrender, and then she just killed everyone. Okay, good. Jhin is backing. Do I need a Void Staff? Do they have a lot of MR? No, none of them have built MR. I do not currently... need a Void Staff. My wrist just did something strange. It went ping in one of the tendons. It was kind of creepy. I forgot to put my wrist brace on. Drat. I was thinking, oh, I found my wrist brace. I should put that on when I'm streaming. And I just forgot. Alright, Jax. Discretion is the better part of valor. He's getting out of there. Good. And I helped. Alright, Jax did die in all of that exchange, but we did win the fight. Hopefully Rammus will get out of there. He did. Good. Ugh, my wrist is still doing that weird thing. I kind of want Twin Shadows here. Is that weird? No, I should just get a Murder Hat. Okay, I'm worried about the Elder Drake. I'm also worried about wherever it is that Rammus is going. Yeah, Rammus is dead. So I thought I had some hope, but no, it turns out Rammus actually is just that bad. I need to not throw the game away here. I need to keep things alive until Jax arrives. Yeah, this Rammus is really bad. They're one of the two big buffs, either Elder or Baron, and we really can't do anything about either one. If we guess wrong, it's bad. If we guess right and take a bad fight, it's bad. Okay, they're at neither. They went back and reset. They're going to force down mid again. Ugh, the Rammus Jax team is going somewhere they shouldn't. They're going to die. Guys? Yeah, Jax, you can't save this. You should have been back here 5 minutes ago. Where's that wrist brace? That was painful and weird. I'm going to play one more game here, I think. It's 9:30 here. Is that because that game went a little bit longer than normal? I mean, Jax was really good. Rammus was really bad. Karma was okay. Those were the three that were all on the same team. And probably the ones that were voting not to surrender. Yeah, too bad that Rammus pretty much single-handedly lost it for us. Sorry, somebody who's... You can't see it. Someone was saying in chat that Jax almost single-handedly won the game, which is true. Let's see. Champ select. There we go. Which is true. But, yeah, Jax is a little broken right now. No, you're not wrong, but... Yeah, that was... unfortunate play. I went like 54 and 10 on Yi once and still lost, presumably to Jax. That's scary. All right, one more game. Hang on. One more game after a short break. I'll be back in just a minute here. Alright, we're back. I found my wrist brace. My other tradition had a cough drop, because I like cough drops. And to keep my voice a little bit, not terrible. Yum. Lemon menthol. Alright, let's get another game here. Let's recharge my phone. Now that my wireless headphones are done recharging. I gotta fix my desk drawer one of these days. The bottom of it has disconnected from the back of it and kind of bowed out, so stuff just slowly, gradually slides down and out the back. Just need to take some duct tape to it and make it so that doesn't happen anymore. It comes from when I just put way too much stuff into that drawer. Alright, so this is a first pick mid lane game, which I don't... So I need to pick something super safe that is not easily counterpicked. I'm thinking this might be a Corky Mal's game, just change of pace.
No cure for fools.
Because they're both pretty safe in different ways. Maybe I'll get lucky. I do get to see one of their picks, and it might be their mid laner. It's, 1 in 5 chance. Nope, it's Yungle. And it's Yungle Kha'Zix. We're going to play Corky here and see how she goes. It's just kind of a safe pick. Against another Kayn. Blech. Oh, no, wait. Not. Galio. I haven't seen a Galio in... Actually, I saw Galio fairly recently. It didn't do very well. Because he's been nerfed here and back again. I have not been impressed by any Malphites I've seen recently. They either go tank and do nothing, or go full AP burst and also do nothing. They'll get some kills from just doing their burst combo, but we'll see. This could be the exception. I don't want to jump to conclusions. Okay, so this is Galio mid, Pantheon jungle, Tristana Lux, or no, Kha'Zix jungle, Pantheon top, Galio mid, Tristana Lux bot. Curious to see how Illaoi does into Pantheon. Illaoi's a new... so she's actually not that new anymore, but new-ish into Pantheon, who recently had his rework. And Leroy is still curled up napping on his office chair, so I think he's fine. I don't know what that scare was about earlier. I need to get more lighting in here. It's very dim on this side of my face, although part of that is one of the kitchen light bulbs is burnt out. This is if I were a professional streamer with serious lighting, and yeah, no. You wouldn't see my cat's cardboard box bed and my discarded bathrobe and pillows from when I took a nap earlier today, if I were a serious streamer. Also, the fuzz coming out of the back of my chair for when my cat likes to perch across the back and start clawing at that part there. Right, switching the thing, now that we're loading. So no scary champs in terms of mastery level on their team. You know, they're all, you know, reasonably skilled, but nobody who's like hundreds of thousands of mastery points, which is always a little bit. Oh, that's an honor level thing. So why does that just say 4 in Roman numerals? That's right, because these are all of our summoner levels. So I've been around a long time playing since that system went into place. Our Malphite's fairly new to the game. Hopefully that just means this is a new account for him. I don't know. We'll see. I might have my wrist brace on a little too tight. Woof, GLHF. Whenever I'm playing this Gorky skin, I tend to open with woof for possibly obvious reasons. That's the new Nami skin. It's very shiny. Check to see if there's anyone in that bush. There isn't. Because Corky's Q reveals champions it hits. Unless they're in stealth. So we'll do that again for this bush. And then we're going to start saving mana. We're going to drop a ward in their camp over here in just a sec. Get an idea of what side their jungler is starting on. My mana will mostly be recharged. His Q's fairly expensive, so it's not the best way to start the game, but... Okay, so he took the tankier runes on Galio, which makes sense. Alright, I gotta stop casting spells here. Going in for the occasional pot shot and make him use his potion. Well, we're off to a rockin' start, I can see. Whoops. I didn't see him get level 3. That was really bad. That was just a big mistake on my part. Doesn't cost me anything but pressure and some mana, but still, not a good look for me. Because now he has lane pressure and priority and can kind of push me back. I'll slowly regen thanks to the rune I took, but not... I mean, this is about when I wanted to back anyway because I'm running out of mana, but... Ugh. Whoops. He might get executed here, which would be funny, but no. Alright, I'm going to back in TPN. Unfortunately, I can't get any of the pieces of Trinity Force, which is what I really want here. Try to save it. Had to flash instead. That's unfortunate. If I'd hit one more missile in there, I think I would have had that, but unfortunate. Or if I'd had an item finished. Well, they weren't watching the mini-map, and were pushed up for no reason. This is going to be a very difficult game to win. Well, that was very nice of them to just feed me a kill for some reason. Not going to argue about that one. I really don't like that giant return to the base to pick up the package notification. I wonder if there's a way to turn that off. Turn that tutorial bit off. Like, I know about... I mean, it's nice to know when the package is available. But it would be much nicer if it was just a smaller notification. This is a good point to back and pick up the package. Alawi might get the double here, but it's unlikely. Yep, nope, there she goes. Well, actually, minions might finish Galio off there. You never know. Nope. Still, it was a nice play. She got the trade in the 1v2. I think I can make something happen bot here. It'll be at the cost of losing a little bit of CS. It's always nice to be right. It's like, oh, I think I could accomplish something, and then I accomplish something. It's a good feeling. Corky's passive is that he occasionally gets a, it's called the package. This skin, it looks like a big crate of dog biscuits. It lets him do an extended bombing run with his Valkyrie, and it gives him out-of-combat movement speed. So it lets him roam around the map and make plays like I just did. So he can dive deep with his bonus, his package W, and then get right back out again with a regular W, because when you use the package W, it doesn't put his regular one on cooldown. I'm running short on mana. And I can buy Sheen here. Yes, you have to go back to base to pick it up. That's correct. And I need to adjust where I put the Twitch chat, because right now it sits on top of the in-game chat, which can cause a little bit of confusion. Or just make it a different color, maybe. They just took Ocean Drake, so I need to be careful. As I miss every single CS for some reason. But I got a couple of plates, so that's good. Get away from my control ward, darn it. I have no idea where Galio... Oh no, there he is. My rockets are doing nothing to him, by the way. Running out of mana. I can't finish Triforce yet. There's the package again. Can I finish Triforce yet? No, I'm still short. I can get Merc Treads and some daggers, though. See, I'm moving a lot faster. You can see the much extended range of it. I didn't mean to... Yeah, see, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to use my regular W. So I just kind of wasted that. It's unfortunate. Well, I face planted my flash, but my W got me over the ridge, which I didn't die, which is good, but alright, I need like 110 more gold to finish Triforce. I can go finish Triforce now. I can try. Nope. Okay. Now I can back and get Triforce. Okay. It's like the big item for Corky. It's his major first major damage spike. And it's a pretty significant one. Basically makes all of his stuff hit harder. My teleport is up. I'm opting not to use it here. They're down south. I'm going to plant a control word over here. No, I'm not. I'm going to flee to my tower. Where'd this Tristana come from? Somebody is up there. Alright, we saved the turret, which is nice. No, you get a package every... Let's see, after an initial 8 minutes, it arrives. And then after you use it, it respawns 4 minutes later. 2 of them show up just because you can pick up the one that's on either side of the fountain. And you pick up either one, the other one goes away. That's just for pathing's sake, I think, is why they give you both options. Figures, I just leave the base and the package respawns. Ha! I'll get it later. I'm not the best at remembering how to use it, but... remembering to use it? Or how to use it. Part of what makes Triforce so good is that one of the things it lets you do is after you cast a spell, your next auto attack hits harder. And Corky just has a lot of spells with his rockets. I don't know what's up with this Tristana. I'm gonna go grab the package and start working on my rapid fire cannon. Yeah, after you get the Trinity Force, there's a bunch of items that are good on Corky, and you can sort of get them in whatever order. So it just depends on how much gold I have at the time. So I had a small amount of gold, so rather than get the BF sword that builds into Trinity or into Infinity Edge, I just bought a couple of daggers because I know those would eventually build into rapid fire cannon. You generally want Triforce, Infinity Edge, rapid fire cannon, and then some other things, whether that's offensive or defensive. Sort of up to you. This is bad. Okay, it wasn't that bad. That was almost great. I think more of us got clipped by the Galio ult than I realized was going to happen. Yeah, 3 for 5, not great. I've got teleport up, so once I respawn, I can help defend that turret. But I don't know that the turret will survive that long. No, it's not going to. I'm not going to teleport to that turret. If you teleport to a turret and it dies, your teleport gets cancelled. Getting the Infernal Drake would be nice. I'm gonna take the Scuttle Crab in advance of that. Oh, we're caught out. Okay. Yep, no, we're caught out. Damn it. Where did he come from? Okay, most of their damage is physical. Their Galio's going primarily tank, with some damage. Just trying to decide what item to get next. I think it's, yeah, it's going to be a BF sword item. I don't know which one yet. Could be Bloodthirster, could be Infinity Edge, could be Guardian Angel. Any of them are reasonable completions for the BF sword. I do have a ward up, so I'm going to go with Nami here. Okay, good. She has wards up too. Galio's pushing up bot. I'm ignoring in-game chat right now because it's just a bunch of people being dumb. That was a 2-for-2 trade. I think we have more health though, so we can probably... And Kha'Zix did burn his ultimate there. So we can take mid. W's gonna be up in a second. Right. I think I am playing safe enough that I don't need the GA. I can work on something else. I think I want that to be Bloodthirster. I should have picked up package. Nope, I was too late. I'm gonna pick up package now, but... Yeah, I don't know. A lot of stupid sex jokes being made in chat right now. I could do without. Stop wandering off on your own. Thought I had that. Turned out I was wrong. That I knew was a 1v1 because I knew where they all were. So I feel like that was a valid choice to make. It just didn't turn out. And see now, Kaisa, she doesn't know that Tristan is isolated because in fact she's not isolated. She has a bunch of friends. Malphite, what are you even doing? I really don't like fighting at turrets from this angle. It's like this turret in particular playing defense is a serious pain. I don't have to finish yes, it is enough to finish Bloodthirster. Nice. That means I can buy Control Ward again. Alright, I'm ready to be done with this game, I think. Package up in... Why can't I ping this? I'm going to grab the package right now. Grab a second Control Ward while I'm at it. Well, I tried. Unfortunately, we're going to lose our base for... Well, maybe not too much of it. Switch to blue wards, though. Lux is the only one who got out of there with Baron buff, so there's that, but... Yeah, we're not going to get the Drake. We've never gotten a Drake. I guess we got one Ocean Drake. I missed that. Maybe we'll pick up this one if we're lucky. Tried to help Kaisa out, could not do. Why did I kill Nami? What? So remember when I said at the beginning of the game that Malphites usually, you know, get some kills, but in the end do nothing? This is what I meant. Like, they go in with their big knock-up, and then when you get to the middle of the end of the game, they just die. And you wonder why they did that in the first place. I've seen it done support, I've seen it done top, I've seen it done jungle, and it never works. But my hand is starting to hurt from this wrist brace. And it's getting kind of late. So I think this is a good time for me to take a break. Despite 2 losses in a row, I'm actually in a pretty good mood. So there's that. So that it bodes well for Streaming League, I guess is what I'm trying to say. If I had been on like Nico instead of Corki, how would that have played differently? I don't know. I think in the like fights, or like in narrow jungle fights, I'd have the ult to do a big bunch of damage in one spot, which is good. I don't know if it would have been enough to turn any of those fights. Curious about vision. I'm always curious about vision on our team. Okay, so Nami was placing a lot of wards. Good. Okay, so Malphite was actually doing okay. Oh yeah, and their Lux, of course, it was a Lux who didn't actually want to be playing support. She wanted to be playing mid, but got support, so played Lux, which is why she never warded anywhere and never bought a pink ward. It's support Lux kind of gives the champion a bad rep because they don't want to play support. They don't want to act like a support. They just want to do a bunch of damage and build normal AP mid items. And that bugs me for reasons that I can't entirely articulate. But yeah, my hand is starting to go a little pins and needles, so I'm definitely going to be done for the night. Let's see. Today was Saturday, tomorrow's Sunday. I might be back tomorrow night, but I don't want to make any promises. We'll see. In the meantime, thank you for watching. I will see you next time.